today it's 31st May 2019. I am showing this is my calf. I just had a DW on it and there were kind of a big bumps. I scratched and my skin is kind of scaling out, and these things have kind of subsided. There are like 4 big ones, but they are all subsided down for now. And here is my arm that I practically videoed yesterday. This is my radial vein kind of thing. This is where in the night they do the energy weapons. They do deposit some liquid in it, so I've got a bigger bump, which over time the tissue absorbs it. So the overall skin is kind of red over there because they not only, the criminals not only do the center part, which is kind of sad and bad, but just around the area they'll be doing multiple of these, and when I scratch, all the white part would come out, including the top part also they do. The right arm doesn't seem to be the injection part, or the assault doesn't seem to be active. This is kind of a dry, meaning possibly yesterday night they have not tapped on this arm. Maybe I slept on this arm, so they didn't get hold of that one, because when they neurologically, when they knock me out, basically, so I will be in one position until they release me off that that what I call that knocking me out or unconsciousness. So my right arm today, it is not that bad, but the left arm is really bad. My assaults have been very many on my neck yesterday night and then like 2-3 days before. They used to hit my soul, particular nerve that they used to hit, and I started putting the sticky tape, so they have started hitting my neck. So my neck has old scar, some kind of a darkening around, and if you can see, there are like some red spots and then some laser spots. I usually am not this dark at all. I'm not even this dark, but they continuously spray something to get me dark, and this is a whole lot of a dark. So this means these are heavily attacked before. So here is what I called it as a laser prick. Since it's a back, I took a help of someone today to take a picture, so I don't know how old these are, but my neck is always flaring, so you would see some of them are really new and some of them are old. I'll give you a closer look a little bit later. So there's a red part, there's some red part over here. Here is the neck, the same wound, with a little bit different angle. So I'm going to move on with the next slide. So here is the right part of the neck. That side was the left side, and this is the right side of the neck. It's all flared up today and then a little bit bulged out, like overall area. You can see that this is kind of a bulged out. Here also there's some bulge. This is right side of my neck is bulged out, and this is all like inside of my hair. There's too much. But the picture will not come nice, so I have taken what I can. And little girls have taken these pictures. See, this is one more picture. And here is a kind of a DW kind of a thing, and this whole thing seems to be bulbed. This is DW. If you go closer, there's like a whitish dot, and it's a raised bump. Some stuff is inside as a white. Same things I have on my face as well. When I'm walking down the street, they do this. It hurts. And then this kind of a formation is there, and that's been there for on my face at least 2-3 days now. This is the neck with the different angle. I am just holding my hair all the way up so that the girls can take a better picture. Here in this photo, you can take feel that this part is really buzzed up. This part is really this behind my neck, and this is where a lot of assaults are there. And the way assaults are there inside the hair, but they are not showing. And then darkened matter is less on this side of the vein, and then where it is starting here, and then it goes towards the left side of the vein. Also, what the cunning thing that they do is that if there's like in the front side of a neck, if I have lines like that, where you turn kind of your body accommodates that kind of turn. So these criminals, what they do is that they create new ones for you, so making you think, everybody think that, oh, I got necklines, natural necklines. They are not. They burn them into your skin, showing new folds and stuff. So they are really cunning, and these are the things that they do. They not only do on my palm, but in the neck, they do that kind of thing. In front of my neck, they have a lot of these DW, pointy scars like cuts and laser point burns, things like that. They're ongoing. I'm going to show you some on my breast today, which are again continuous. This is also a continuous offense. Every day it changes the form and the shape and but overall damages, and then these kind of assaults, these kind of hurts and pain, they keep on inflicting. For the same neck picture, I'm just going to go closer so you can see the dots where it is all shining. Those are the places where they have individually burned me. These are the DW burns. On this picture, see there are a lot of shiny spots. You don't see shiny over here, but then you see a lot of shining all the way over here. These are all individual attacks, and that's burning. Oh, forget this. This is my reflection off my window. But in these areas, all the shining things, these are particularly burning. And some of the DWs, what happens when they work on them, sometimes the bumps will be raised with a clear liquid in them. So you see just a water filled or like a little whitish filled kind of things. And when they dry up, this is what kind of a spot they are living. So those could be neurotoxins, I believe, that they are depositing. I'm not sure. This is the burn on my right breast. The way they do is on the right breast they have on the top, and the left breast they have on the left lower quadrant, because the way the Indian woman wears the sari, the left side is kind of at the bottom, a little exposed, and I am not sure whether it has got to do with anything. But for me, the lower left quadrant for the left side, and the right side is a little bit on the right upper corner. So this is the DW, and this is also this point over here is also a DW. This is a raised bump. Inside there is some white stuff in there. So this is probably the old scar. This seems like an old scar. So I'm going to flip them to see if I can get a better picture. So there's this another picture, another picture, another picture. This is a picture of my back. This is the scar that I have. So they're apparently doing the back side, and usually I don't get to take the pictures. But today I got some help to take the pictures. This is all really red. See, so this is another picture. This is all really red. Let me see if I can show you a different way. So this is my back. So they are assaulting my back also. And there seem to be continuous works because there are some spots, dark spots, which I usually do not have, really. And then here is the red dots, not dots, the inflamed area, red area. These are all the DW actions. Since I'm covering my sole, the foot or sole, so they are targeting more of a neck area and the back area. This is the same back area. So if I turn on the other side, this is today, as of today, this is on only one side. And if I go to the next picture, see on the other side, there are already some kind of marks and dips. These are prior injuries, so these are kind of dips. So they have continuously worked on same area to hurt me. Also in the history, what they have done is in the middle of my right back of the, all these vertebrae, particular joint or the jaw disc between the, like T1, T2, T3, those thoracic vertebrae, the jaw disc in between, they particularly hit those things continuously. So they physiologically what can happen is that by continuously, if your energy heating it, trying to disrupt it, trying to break it open the disc, so it eventually dries up or becomes fibroid. It won't work, or it would rupture. So those are the things, and they have done it, and I have those older pictures. So for the targeted individual, if they keep continuously doing that, the targeted individual, I already know that one of the individual, he cannot sit up nicely, that he has to walk or lay down. So those kind of damages these criminals are doing. So I am from India. So they're continuing to do it even in India over here, hiring a hire perpetrators, using these satellites and the biochips and all those sort of nonsense and insane things, and their cruelty they are just showing. I wonder, like to Indians, if I explain this is what is happening, they cannot even believe it, because ours is a live, let live culture, whether it's a human or ant or the tree, this is what we believe in. So when I try to say, it's hard to imagine. Even for the Westerners, it is hard, but it is there in their history. This is what they have been doing. World War II, Hitler, on Jews, and then the Christ himself being crucified and nailed to something, nails and all that. There it has happened, and the exodus of the Jews from like Egypt, that time era also. There is a citation that a lot of people were really tortured physically. So they have in their history, so I think it's in their blood, and they do it, and they don't feel anything about it. I mean, they're obviously non-vegetarian. Not that I'm saying that's anything wrong, but it makes them cruel, or maybe it has to do with only against a certain individual, certain race. They want to have certain people, with this depopulation agenda. I am not sure, but this, for our culture, it is hard to believe. So from this angle, I think in the Western, this is what they're cultivating. They have staged up front, and the way to handle it in the back, and then all the money flows in the back, who owns who, and the front end side of workers are only puppets that they get placed. So this is how the government is on the west side, and obviously they have all these weapons to do these kind of things. People who cannot grasp what it is, they can go look into the Tesla inventions. What is the invisible radiations of our sunlight spectra? You guys can go see it. There are tons of websites where you have a exposure to the little weaponry to do all these things, mass manipulating, remote neural monitoring or remote neural destruction kind of machines you can see. And also they use a HARP. This is a rural program where they move these clouds and things like that. And then also, these are all including that our 5G from the cell phone and the cell phone tower. So there are a lot of destructive things are there. So these people are getting hold of them and using them against humanity. The front end is to use the cell phone, but then the back end they have a very cruel plan. And then again, the people who voice against it or who see some experimentation, whether it's a HARP or people killing kind of thing, those people get tortured like me, and then they get managed their accounts when we want to publish anything on YouTube or Facebook. Our comments, will have a hard time to come out there. So, and suppose one day I get vanished, and they easily take out my account and all the comments that go with it. So in the end, the next generation or my parallel generation, what are they going to see? They are not going to see what I am saying. So this is how they are manipulating that. Mankind really doesn't know what has happened, what these folks are up to, what they can do and stuff. So folks really, targeted individuals or non-targeted individuals, they should equally be able to have an open mind and see it. Then only we can move any further. So again, there are like a massive people are behind these crimes. Massive dollars are going into it. This is all because their kind has to live in, their kind has to go on. There are a limited number they have to go on. Rest of it are all like a crap, and it has to get depopulated. Like in Georgia states, those etchings on the stones, those kind of weird crap is there. In the US history, and it is currently going on. Again, I am Saroja. This is 31st May 2019, and I'm a targeted individual or torture suffering individual, and I have not done anything for these people to do. So this is illegal. This is the underworld. These people are the criminals. Since they're all gone into our neighborhoods, our politics, and into the corporations, real estate, universities, everywhere they have gone in, and they have done a network like this. So it is hard for us to come out and get some attention. So we'll see how this goes. But this is all really true. This is all scientific, and people are doing it. The perpetrators are around us. Money flows in because of this. This is a big industry. Thank you.